this tutorial video, let's learn how we can add drawer navigation to a Flutter project. Drawer navigation is a widget from Material Design. It's just a panel that slides from left to the right side of your scaffolding widget. We can use the drawer property from the scaffolding widget to add a drawer navigation. So right here you can see this is the default template that comes when you create a new Flutter project. So create a new one and you can call it Flutter drawer_navigation for your name of your project. So first of all, I will do some changes right here. We don't need this class right here, so just delete everything. Here we'll have a new class. This will be this widget right here, home page, and we don't need any parameters for this widget. So come right here inside of your root of your folder. Let's create a new folder. Let's call this assets. We'll use this assets folder to add an image to our navigation drawer. So create a new subfolder called image, and here I will just drag and drop the image that I want to add. You can select any type of image that you want to add. For me, I'm using this logo from Flutter right here. So inside of this lib folder, let's create a new subfolder now, call this page, and click enter, and then create another subfolder called widgets. So inside of this widgets folder, we'll have the drawer navigation and other widgets that we'll need to create in this episode. And in this page, we can create all the page that you want to create inside of your Flutter project. So before that, let's go inside of this pub expects, and now let's provide the path inside of this assets image folder so we can get access to this image right here. So open this file, scroll down until you see the option right here, assets, select everything, uncomment, and then our image is inside of this assets folder /image. Let's remove this image right here and leave it as it is. So this way all the images inside of the assets and image subfolder will be detected by Flutter automatically. So after you change this file, you can click in the option right here to save, or you can click in this arrow right here to get package. This is the same process, just save it and then you can close it. Now we need to create this widget right here. So to create this widget, let's go inside of this page, create a new file. Let's call this home_page.dart, and then you can select stateful widget or stateless widget. So let's go with stateful widget. So this will be the home page. Save everything. Now let's make sure we import in this widget from here. Click on this yellow button, select the option, import this class right here, home_page.dart. So now that we have our widget, let's do some change. As you can see right here, we just display in this placeholder. So to have a page, you need a scaffolding widget. So with this scaffolding widget in place, now we can provide the up bar property, and this will take the up bar widget. And here for the body, we can have a center widget, and this center widget will have a child, and this child can be a size box widget, and this we can provide the width to be 200, also a height to be also 200, and then for the child we can have a card widget, and this card widget will have also a child, and this child will be a center widget. And for this center widget child, we can have a text widget with a title with a text of DashboardPage. Enter, save everything, and you can see right here, this is the bottom of the scaffolding. Let's also customize this up bar. So first thing, let's add a title. This will take the text widget, let's make it a constant, and this will be, for the text will be dashboard. Now let's add a background color. So we can call the colors dot, let's use the blue color. And then for the foreground, let's use the colors dot white to have a contrast. Save everything. Right here, if you want, you can refactor this code right here. Select the option, extract method, and you can make it private by using underscore and call this build app bar. Enter. And let's do the same thing for the center widget right here. So this will be private build body. Enter again. Let's change this to be a generic widget. So change this center widget to be this class right here widget. So now let's do some indentation. So right here you have now your code split into section right here. So now that we have our scaffolding widget and we set up our page, let's see how we can add a drawer navigation. So give it a comment right here. To use a drawer navigation, you have to use this property right here, drawer. So here we have to provide a widget. You can hard code your drawer right here, calling the drawer widget, and then add in your code. But a better way is to using this widget as a self-contained widget right here. So let's call this drawer underscore navigation underscore widget dot STL and select the option stateless widget. This will be the drawer navigation widget, and save everything. So by doing this way, this will allow us, if you want all the pages inside of your Flutter project to have a drawer navigation, you just have to call the drawer property inside of your scaffolding widget and just provide this drawer navigation widget right here. And this will be common among all the pages this way. So here what we are doing is doing a decouple between this scaffolding widget and this drawer navigation. So right here, instead of returning a placeholder, now let's return a drawer. Save everything. As you can see, as soon as you provide this drawer property and you specify your drawer widget, Flutter will add this menu icon right here. So now when you click, you can see this panel will be open, and you can close it by clicking outside of this panel. So now let's see how we can add items inside of this panel. So let's close this page right here. We don't need this one and neither this one. So right here, this drawer will take a few properties, and you can see right here, shadow color, elevation, background color, width, height, child right here. This child can be any widget, but we usually use a list view widget for the child. So come right here, call the child property, and then use this list view widget. Inside of this list view widget, we can provide a list of children. We are using this default name constructor because we only will have a few items inside of this list. So we can use this static list right here. So for here, on the top, we will add the drawer header. And then here, below that, we can have the list of navigation options. So for these two widgets, we also will create separate widgets and then call them inside of this list view widget right here. So the first option is to create our list of widgets. So let's call this menu navigation widget. Actually, let's call this drawer menu navigation underscore widget dot. So this will be a stateless widget. Let's change the name to be drawer menu navigation. And here, let's return a column widget. So column widget allows you to add a list of widgets. So let's use this children property. And here we'll use this list style widget. So this list style widget allows you to add a leading widget. So you can have an icon, a title, and a trailing widget. And you can also implement this on tap, on long press action right here. So let's create now a leading widget. Let's add this leading widget. This will be the icon widget. For the first one, you can use icons.home. So this first option will point to go to this dashboard page. So we are using this icon right here. Give it a comma and then you can specify the title. This will be a text widget. You can make it constant because we're not changing it. And for the text, this will be a dashboard. Give it a comma. And then you can call the untap. And inside of this action right here, we'll implement the logic to open a new page. So if you leave as it is, let's save it. Copy this widget right here. Let's insert it inside of this drawer right here. Make sure you import it. Save everything. When you open your drawer, you will see you have your first option right here. This is for this dashboard. Now we don't have any action inside of it, but let's add more options and then I'll show you how you can use navigator widget to go to a new page. So just copy this widget a few times. Come right here, give it a comma, paste it, give it a comma and paste again. So let's add 3 pages. So this first one is the dashboard. The second one can be the account page. So that's called the person widget. This will be account. And now let's call the last one. This will be settings. So call the settings widget right here. Save everything. You will see now we have 3 options. Like I said, if you want to add some icon at the end of each item, you can use the trailing widget right here. This can be also an icon widget. And now let's use the chevron right widget right here. Save it. You can see right here. So just copy this widget and paste it right here. And then also here. Save everything. So now if you want to add some color to your widget, come right here, give it a comma and just call the color. And you can use the colors dot blue. So we can have the same color as we have in our toolbar. Save everything. You can see right here. So just copy this property and paste it here and also here. Save everything. So this is how you can add items inside of your drawer for menu options. So now let's create more pages. So we need to create this account page and this settings page. So create a new file. This will be account underscore page dot enter stl and select the option to change the name. This will be account page, and here you will call the scaffolding widget. So now let's open this home dot and just copy these widgets right here. Copy everything, paste it here, and now let's copy also these 2 methods that will return these 2 sections of our layout. Copy and paste it right here. Make sure you import this class for the drawer navigation and just change the title right here. For the text, this will be account page, and this on the top it will be account. Save everything. So come right here, let's change it to be uppercase right here. And now let's add our setting page. Same steps. Setting underscore page dot type STL, select the option stateless widget, change the name to be settings page, and just come right here. Let's copy all these codes right here. Just paste it here. Make sure you import this drawer navigation. This will be settings, and this will be setting page. So save everything. So now we have defined our page. We also have our items defined inside of this drawer menu option widget. So now let's see how we can call pages right here inside of this drawer. So when a user click on this option, we go to the correct page. So for that, the first thing is called this navigator widget, and then you can use the pop and you provide the context right here. So what this will do, when a user click on this dashboard, this will close this drawer menu right here. So let's see it. Click on it. Let's save it. When you click on it, you can see this drawer navigation will close. So just come right here, copy this code and paste it here. So here will be this navigation logic here. So this first code will close the drawer navigation. Now the second code, we need to go to a new page. So again, you have to call this navigator widget dot, and now you can use off, provide a context so we can get access to the stack navigation, and then you can use again dot and call the push method right here. So inside of this push method, we'll need to provide a route. So you can use material page route widget, and this will take a function builder that will return a widget. So you can use right here an arrow function. You can provide the context, and here use the Lambda expression, and now let's call our home page right here. Save everything. So now when a user click on this dashboard, you have to go to this home page. So let's see if it's working. So click on it, we'll go to dashboard page. So now the only difference is to copy this code right here and just changing the page that you want to go to. So this will be the account page, and for the last one, this will be the settings page. So now save everything, reload your app. So now when we go to different pages, you can see we still have access to the dashboard, but now we are able to go from different pages right here. You can see we can go to the settings, and the settings you can go to the account, and for the account you can go to dashboard page. So this is how we can add navigation drawer. Now we need to define a header for our navigation drawer. So let's close everything. Let's open this drawer navigation widget. So here we need to call our drawer header. So let's create a new widget. So create a new file. This will be drawer underscore header underscore widget dot select stl, change the name to be drawer header widget, and here let's return drawer header widget right here. We have to provide now a child for this drawer header. We can see right here it's required. So call the child, and this child can be any widget. So for our example, let's see if you can use a stack navigation widget. So right here for the child, this will be a stack navigation widget. So inside of this stack navigation, you can call the children property, and here the first widget I want to add is an image widget. So let's call this image.assets, and then let's provide a path to our image right here. So our image is inside of assets /image /logo underscore 144.png. So give it a comma, save everything. Now I also want to add a container widget. So for this container widget, I will add a padding. So this will take edgely set only, and let's say from the right side I want to add 8 pixels of padding. And then for the alignment, I want to use the alignment in none, and the value will be bottom right. And then for the child of this container widget, I will have a text widget, and then for the text, this will be the name of our YouTube channel. So dev design duo. Save everything. Now let's open our drawer navigation. Let's copy our widget right here. let's go inside of this widget, paste it, and now just imported this widget right here. So give it a comma so we can remove this error, save everything. Now we have to rebuild our app. As you can see, we are getting this error right here. Let's see what is the problem. As you can see right here, I misspelled this name of this image, so save everything. And you can see, you see the logo right here. So inside of this drawer, we also have this decoration property. So if you want to add a background color for this header, you can use this decoration right here. This will take the box decoration widget, and here you can specify a color. Let's use the colors class dot blue. Give it a comma, save, and you can see you have a background color right here. So if you want this header to fill all the available space, you can come right here inside of this list view, and let's specify a padding. And this will take this edgely set, but instead of calling any of these methods, let's give it a value of 0. Save everything, and you can see now this header will fill all the available space. We can also add a color to our text widget right here. So right here you can specify inside of this text widget, give it a comma. You can call this style property, and then you can use the theme, and then use of context, and then text theme dot large label. Let's use the exclamation mark. So if this one is not defined, let's use now copy with, and then let's change the color of our text to be colors dot white, so we can have a contrast right here. Capitalize this C right here, give it a comma, save everything, and you can see right here our drawer navigation is now complete. If you want to add a divider, you can come right here inside of our menu option list right here, and you can call a divider widget. Give it a comma, give it a comma right here, save it, and you can see now we have a separation between the pages and the settings right here. So let me just comment this one, we don't need it. So this is how we can use a drawer navigation with a generic header. If you want to customize a specific header, let's say you want to specify your application needs to have a user sign in, so you want to display the information of your user, you can use right here another widget. Let's create a new widget right here, new file. This will be drawer account header underscore widget dot dart. Enter. Use STL. Change the name right here to be drawer account header, and let's return now a user account drawer right here. So now let's see how we can customize this account drawer header widget right here. So this will take this decoration, so we can do some customization the same way as we did with this default header right here. And then we have to specify these widgets right here, account name and account email. You can see those are required, so you need to provide information for these widgets. And you can have other properties like current picture account right here and other account pictures. So let's see how we can add a few of these widgets right here. So first of all is the current picture account. You can use an icon widget, or you can use an image widget to display your current user account. So for me, I'm using icon widget, so call the icons class right here. And let's use the face widget right here. Then you can call the account name. This will take a text widget, and you can add your text right here. For us, this will be dev design duo. And then for the account email, this can take again a text widget. And for the email, this will be, let's say, someone@gmail.com. So let's leave it as it is for now. Copy this widget right here, And now let's go inside of our drawer widget and let's comment this one and replace it with this new widget right here. So make sure you import in this widget, save everything. As you can see right here, we have now our user information, and you can see this widget right here. So let's increase the size of your widget by using this size. Let's say now 44. Save it, and you can see it's a little bit bigger. And let's also add a color for it. So call the color property, and you can call the colors dot white to give it a contrast. Save everything. And now if you want to add a background image right here, so you can call the decoration widget right here. This will take the box decoration, and now you can call the image and provide a decoration image widget. And here let's provide an image from our assets. So use assets image as a provider, and here let's provide the path. So it's inside of assets /image /logo underscore 144.png. Save everything, and you can see right here we now cannot see the background color. So you can come right here, you can use now the color property and then colors dot blue. So this is how we can customize your drawers. You can see you have two types of header. You have a generic one that you can display just the name of your app and some other information, or you can use this drawer account widget that will have the current user information right here and even an image if you want to display an image. So this is it for this video. As you can see, it's pretty easy to work with the drawer navigation in Flutter. You just have to do some customization and create using different widgets we did. Consider subscribe to our YouTube channel so you get notification when new videos are coming out, and give it a like to this video so we can get more exposure so our channel can grow on YouTube. So this is it, and thanks for watching.